Hi BookTube, it's Thea, and this is going to be my June and July book haul. So for June, I have a total of 6 books, 2 which I have bought, 4 which I received in the Twitter swap a book tag, and I had gotten in contact with someone and she was giving some ARCs away, so we had swapped some ARCs, so I will show you those first. So she had given me 4 ARCs. A couple of them are fairly new, came out this year, and then 2 of them came out last year. So the first ARC that she gave me was All the Feels by Danica Stone. Sorry about that glare, there we go. This was released in June of this year, but this is on my to read for this year, and it wasn't something that I had available in my funds to buy, so it was perfect that we ended up trading this for the 2 ARCs that I gave her. The other ARC that she gave me that was released this year is with Malice. I have seen this book all over BookTube this year, and I've heard mixed things about it, but I wanted to give it a chance, and she was getting rid of it, so I snagged it up. The other 2 ARCs she gave me did come out last year, but I still wanted to read them, and she was giving them away, so I figured I'd snag them up. And the first one is This Raging Light by Estelle Laurie. I have already read this. I'm not going to do a full review on it, but I will include it in my wrap-up. I did not enjoy this book, and I will go definitely more into that in my wrap-up, but I gave this book 2 stars. The other ARC that she gave me that was released last year is I'll Meet You There by Heather DeMotis. This was released February last year, so it's already a year old, but it sounded like it was something that I might enjoy, so I figured I would get this from her as well. So these 4 ARCs from her were exchanged for My Lady Jane and the Mirror King ARCs. So it wasn't even, but she wanted to get rid of a whole bunch, and those were the 2 that I had offered her, so we just did a swap on that. The first book that I've actually bought in June is Redwall. This book is a classic. I am kind of surprised that I've never read the series, and my boyfriend talks about it a lot and how he enjoyed it as a kid and he loved it, and I figured it would be a cute little easy read. So I figured I'd go ahead and pick this up and give this a read eventually. And then the other book that I bought in June is a new release, and that is My Lady Jane by Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, and Jodi Meadows. This book is doing really well on BookTube. Everyone seems to be loving it, and this cover is just beautiful, and it's got the decollete edges. And I got this book actually at my used bookstore for like $5. It's crazy because it was like literally brand new. But I'm super excited to read this. I have heard nothing but good things about it on BookTube, and it's definitely something different. It's like historical fiction, YA, but it's also got a little bit of magic. So it should be very interesting, and I'm super excited to dig into this. For July, I ended up buying 1 book, and that is Still Alice by Lisa Genova. This is the book that the movie is based off of. I still haven't seen the movie, but I saw this book, and it was like $1.99 at Goodwill, so I figured to pick up. It's still in really good condition, and it's got decollete edges, so I figured I'd give this a read before I watch the movie. And the other 2 books that I got in July, I actually won from the Goodreads giveaways. And the first one is an ARC called The Life She Wants by Robin Carr. This is set to be released September 27th. I don't know anything about this book. It was just part of the Goodreads giveaway that I won. And I'm actually really excited to go into this not knowing anything about it, and then do a full review on it before it is released. The other ARC that I received from Goodreads is called Into White by Randy Pink. This book was actually on my watch list for 2016. I had heard about it a few months ago, and it seemed like it was going to be a really interesting concept, and I had hoped that it was treated really well. But basically, this book is about a young girl who lives in Alabama, and she attends a mostly white high school, and she's one of the few black girls who attends there. And she gets harassed and bullied because she's different and because she's black, and so she prays to God to make her anything but black. And so she wakes up and she's white. And this is set to be released on the 13th of September. I have just started it, but I am only like 20 pages in or so, but expect a full review on this as well. Then the other 3 things that were purchased in July are all graphic novels. Barnes & Noble was having their buy 2 get 1 free with their like pop culture themed week. So we had picked up 3 comics that we were really interested in reading. And the first one was Supergirl Volume 1, Last Daughter of Krypton. So I'm super excited to dig into this. I know very little about Supergirl, but I can't wait to learn a little bit more. The second one that we picked up is The Flash Volume 1, Move Forward. I don't know a lot about The Flash. I know very little from Arrow and kind of just general Flash knowledge that everyone else does, but I am really excited to dig into this, especially with Justice League movie coming out eventually. Maybe The Flash will get his own movie, but I'm really excited to learn a little bit more about The Flash. And the last one that I picked up was one that I was very excited to pick up because the movie was a hot topic, and whether you liked it, whether you hated it, separate story, but that is Suicide Squad Volume 1, Kicked in the Teeth. From what I have heard, this does not follow the movie, but it is apparently very good. I haven't read it yet. I'm really excited to dig into this. Great, so I can lift this up. Here is my book haul for June and July. Let me know down in the comments below what you hauled for June and or July. If you've read any of these, what out of this are you most excited to read if you're interested? If you want other reviews aside from the 2 I'm going to do, please let me know down in the comments below, and I will check in with you guys in my next video. Bye!